Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti, Alleya Maisarah Binti Ibrahim, no metric 2015682.
Nurul Batrisya Binti Hasmadi 2014258.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatin Athirah Binti Mohamad. My metric number is 2011942.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Yizhen. My number is 1828787. Okay.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Haidah Fatinah Binti Fadzil, metric number 1715400, and I'm majoring in Islamic related knowledge, Quran and Sunnah.
Hi, my name is Mohamad bin Ahmad, metric number 1723571.
Over the past century, drinking and driving has continued to be a problem. As early as 1897, the first recorded drunk driving arrest was made. It was a man named George Smith who drove a taxi cab in London as a living. One night, Smith was drinking and driving and crashed into a building. After he was arrested for drunk driving, he eventually pleaded guilty to the charge. He was sentenced to pay 25 shillings. According to News The Star, statistics between 2010 and 2018 show that there were 2,364 accidents related to drunk driving, with 1,196 people killed. On average, 132 people are killed annually, or 1 person is killed in drink driving related accident every 3 days. It was reported that the World Health Organization (WHO) even marked Malaysia as one of 35 nations with a high rate of drink driving accidents. In 2019, 919 individuals were nabbed for the offense, while in 2018, 862 were booked for driving under the influence of alcohol. This number suggests the problem is serious and likely rising. From the survey that we get among IIUM students, 100% of respondents aware of drunk driving problem, and 96.8% agree that threat of accident cases caused by drunk driving will decrease if the car alcohol device sensor is applied in all cars in this world.
To make the car alcohol device sensor, we need to purchase the component that is related to it. And of course, one of the main components that we use is the alcohol sensor. After we bought the product and the component, we collaboration with engineering students of IIUM who is volunteer to be involved in the sensor mix. They will help us create the car alcohol device sensor by using the component that we already purchased. Then, we try to test the device by using the fan referred to as the engine. The fan will automatically stop once it detects the alcohol. In the next step, we apply the car alcohol device sensor by using our car. The place that we use for applying the device sensor is on the steering and the engine starts or stop button. It will detect driver's alcohol level in their body by the breath-based system and touch-based system. The breath-based system will detect the driver's breath, and the touch-based system will detect the driver's skins when they touch the engine button. If the driver has alcohol in their body, the engine will automatically stop and the driver will not be able to drive the car. After it is working and also safe, we prepare our proposal to be sent to the government. In that letter, we state our solution to decreasing the rate of accidents, which one of the causes is drunk driving. We also suggest to the government to create a new law, which is everyone must apply the alcohol device sensor in their car. In this way, we will be able to decrease the rate case of the accident. After waiting for the response, the government finally approves and support our idea. They permit us to sell our device to the market. We will sell the car alcohol device sensor to the car maker, and the car maker will sell it to the customer. If it is not enough, the engineer will only produce it once the customer wants to buy it.
For material, we have Arduino Nano, MQ3 alcohol sensor, buzzer, LED, PCB header, PCB. For the budget, our material per unit is 45 ringgit. We make 10 to test it, so in total we have 450 ringgit. For installation on the car, we budgeted around 200 ringgit. So our total budget is 1,000 ringgit, which is 100% from IIUM. Another 350 ringgit is for document to make a proposal to government, plus with some expenses if needed.
For partners and the stakeholders, partner can be divided into two parts. The first is internal, which is a IUM engineer student. They can gain experience, and the second is external part, which is the government, responsible of relation new information, the relevant light and the announcements. The engineer, key personnel of this project, and the automobile distributors, they are responsible for installing the equipment. Finally, there are stakeholders such as IUM of the financial support, engineer to make sites, and the installation. Student can get experience, and the car dealer to send the device when there is an order of customer after the test success.
We're talking about the Sustainable Development Goals related to our project. So there are 3 goals related to our project. The first goal is goal number 3, which is good health and well-being. This goal promotes and ensures healthy lifestyles, preventive measures, and sustainable healthcare for all. The next goal we have is goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. This goal is a key point to economic growth and development, and technological progress is also key to finding lasting solutions to both economic and environmental challenges. The third and last goal is goal number 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institution. So this goal aims to reduce all forms of violence and end conflicts and insecurities by promoting the law and human rights, as well as reducing the flow of illicit arms and strengthening the participation of developing countries in the institutions of global governance. And here we have our company's SWOT analysis. So, our strength is we address the current world problems, and we have help in solving many of these problems via technology. Our weaknesses, we have a slow productivity rate, and we have a lack of investors. Our opportunities, we get to create the world's first anti-drunk driving gadget, and we will have a monopoly on the market. Our threats, that other companies will come up with cheaper alternatives in the future, and this will lead to increasing costs in supplies needed to make this product.
And based on our project, these are the expected outcomes. And here are the risks, opportunities, the challenges, and the factors in success. From the Islamic perspective, everything that Allah forbids us to do must be a reason. Same goes for drinking alcohol. It will not bring any benefit to us. Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, "They ask you about wine and gambling. Say, in both there is great sin, and some benefits for people, and their sin is greater than their benefit. And they ask you as to what they should spend. Say, the surplus. This is how Allah makes His verses clear to you, so that you may ponder." Al-Baqarah, verse 216. Alcohol brings more harm than good. It also can harm others to the extent of injury and death. Allah says in Surah Al-Qasas, "Seek the life to come by means of what God has granted you, but do not neglect your rightful share in this world. Do good to others as God has done good to you. Do not seek to spread corruption in the land, for God does not love those who do this." Al-Qasas, verse 77. Based on the ayah, it clearly shown that Allah does not like people that make corrupt in this world. In conclusion, our group hope that our initiative will be a means in creating better earth. The rules that were created by Allah must have their own hikmah as Allah is all-knowing and the wise creator of all.